Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you and welcome once again to this free Shiksha TOEFL classes. So as you know that guys, we have started these free TOEFL classes from the month of August and right now we are leading with the listening module. So I welcome all of you, and somebody has asked on the comment section details for the class. So guys, if you have not registered with us, definitely this is the question which will be coming up to us with regularly. So definitely please register with us so that you do not have any problem in joining our free classes which are happening on a daily basis. So just a small reminder that today's class will be a little bit quick, less engagement. That means you do not need to write your names and locations on the comment section today, because I'm having an eye flu, unfortunately, so I won't be, looking at the screen much. Uh, but yes, as promised, for the daily TOEFL class, I'll be teaching you about another set of questions which come up in the listening module of the TOEFL exam. Okay, so without any further delay, then let's start with the class. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad. And also, I'll be giving you 2 referral codes in the end of the class. So please stay tuned for today's class, as you will be able to avail best discounts with the help of those 2 referral codes, which will be provided to you in the end of the session. So just stay with us during this live session today. And also, I'll be taking you through the latest pattern first before we actually start with the questions. Okay, and so let's start with the TOEFL latest pattern. So I'm going to show you 4 modules which come up in the TOEFL exam, and also I'll be showing you certain number of questions which have reduced so far, and the timing has also changed a little bit, and the overall timing of the TOEFL exam has also reduced to 2 hours. So earlier it was 3 hours, around approximately 3 hours, and now it has been reduced to 2 hours. So let's revise the new set of questions, number of questions, and the timings. So reading questions will now have 20 questions in total, reading module, and the timing which you will be taking is 35 minutes. Same goes for your listening. So listening will also have your 28 questions in total, and 36 minutes in total you will be taking to complete your listening module. The same goes for speaking. Speaking will have 4 tasks as before, so there is no particular change in the speaking module, and timings will be 16 minutes, okay, to complete those 4 tasks. So you can just divide the time as per the question, and writing will have 2 tasks, okay. So 2 tasks will take around 29 to 30 minutes, that is approx your half an hour. So as you total out the timings which are given here, which will be under 2 hours. So approx timing is also given here, 1 hour 56 minutes. So that is approx 2 hours, right? So that is like a good news for everyone, and every TOEFL aspirant, because earlier the exam was really very lengthy and there was a 10 minutes break also in between. But now, as the time has reduced, the break timing have been omitted. That means there will be no interval of 10 minutes anymore, and you'll have to complete all the 4 modules of the TOEFL exam in one go. Okay. So now I come to the point that is to be covered. So today we are going to learn about gist content question and gist purpose question. So the names look quite similar, but obviously there is a small difference in between both of the questions. So let's go through them one by one. So gist content question, let's read about it quickly. So gist content questions ask you to identify the main topic or idea of the listening conversation or lecture. And you can recognize gist content questions because they use phrases like mainly about, mainly discussing, and let's see the example now. How does the question actually look like for this particular question? So the question might look like this: what are the main things about the nightcap oak that the professor discusses? Select 2 answers. Then there will be 4 options given to you, and you'll have to choose one correct option out of the 4. If we talk about the just purpose question, then the gist of something is the main point or key idea. That means the summary of what you're saying, right? So the gist purpose questions ask you to identify what the main purpose of the conversation or lecture is. The purpose question often looks for the overall purpose of the dialogue or why the dialogue happens in the first place, but not any specific detail. Okay, so you should only focus on the big picture of the dialogue for this question. That means you'll have to focus on the main idea, on the key points or the key words, key factors, because the minor information or less important information is not needed for such kind of question, which is known as just purpose question. Let's look at the example here as well. So the question might look like, why did the student go to see the librarian? Okay, so why means we have to find out the reason behind it. Now there are four options given to you, and obviously you'll have to choose one correct option out of the four. Now if I tell you the gist of something is the main point or key idea, that we already know, right? The gist word itself means the summary of something. So in the TOEFL IBT test, gist content questions ask you to identify the main topic or the main idea of the listening conversation or lecture. Okay, and then the gist purpose questions ask you to identify what the main purpose of the conversation or lecture is. So as you can see here, there is a slight difference between gist content questions, what they do, what they ask actually to you, that means just content questions, and just purpose questions, what do they ask? Definitely it's written here. So you can see what is the similarity and what is the difference between these two questions. So you can recognize just content or just purpose questions because they use the phrases like, so these phrases are kind of a recognition, how you can actually recognize what kind of questions are you attempting. Okay, so the phrases might look like in the question, mainly about or mainly discussing why does the student, or what is the main purpose. These can be the highlight phrases or highlighting keywords for these particular questions, so that it's easy for you to recognize that you're attempting, just content or just purpose questions. Now here are two things to keep in mind when answering just content and just purpose questions. In the listening section, there will be either a just content question or a just purpose question, but never both. So always remember these two questions are quite similar in nature. Hence, due to the same characteristics, you'll only find one of these two questions in your paper. But definitely you should be aware of both of them because anyone can come in the exam. So this question will always be the first question after listening to the passage. Also, sometimes the lectures and conversations can have two main ideas. Okay, so either you're looking for one main idea, or either you're looking for two main ideas. There can be more than one. That means two also can be, the number for main ideas. So just do not finish your answer or thought or you know your guessing work just till one keyword. There can be many keywords, or there can be, two main ideas given for one particular question. So in this case, the gist content or the gist purpose question may ask you to uh, choose two of the four answer options instead of just one. So always be aware of the instructions which are given to you on the screen while you're attempting the listening paper. Always read the instructions very cautiously, very carefully, because there might be two answers which you'll be needing for your response. So if you select just one answer, then there may be no marks given to you because every question will have at least 1 mark each, right, for that question. So definitely look out for the instructions. How many answers do you have to actually choose for these particular questions? One or two, okay? And whatever the number is given to you, write down your answer according to that. Now just purpose and just content, let's revise it once again. What are these questions actually? So these are the questions that usually come first after listening to a conversation or lecture. The word gist means main idea or the key point. So gist content questions ask about the main idea of the conversation or lecture, and gist purpose questions ask about the reason why this lecture or conversation is happening. Okay. Now phrasing. Phrasing means what can be the phrases which you can look out for in your questions, which will help you to recognize these kind of questions. So, what is the conversation mainly about? Then the question might look like, what is the lecture mainly discussing? Why is the student visiting the professor? What is the main purpose of this conversation? Okay, so just content questions are very frequent, okay, very frequent in the listening test. So you can find them 3 to 5 times per test. Okay, so these are quite regular coming kind of questions in your exam. So one question is 1 point, as I said, 1 mark will be given to you, 1 point will be given. However, just purpose questions aren't as frequent as you can find them 1 to 2 times per test. One question also equals to 1 point. So whichever question is coming up in your exam, either be just purpose or either be just content, it will be of 1 mark. Now here are some of the steps that you need to follow in order to answer the just content or just purpose questions properly. So these can be treated as your tips and strategies which you need to follow. So first is, remember that the correct answer summarizes the conversation or the lecture, okay? And start taking notes after you hear the main topic of the conversation. Divide the paper into 2 columns, the main idea and the details to organize the notes you take. Then when you're done, look at your notes and try to summarize them in one sentence. Okay? Check the answer choices and eliminate the ones that are too general, too specific, focusing on a detail in the conversation, or which are incorrect, okay, according to the information in the conversation, or which are not mentioned at all in the conversation or lecture. So these are the 4 points which you should actually look out for when you're making your correct choices for the responses or for the answers. So choose the answer that represents the main idea based on our understanding and notes. Sorry. Okay. Now, important notes. What are some of the important notes which you should actually look out for? Are you only get one of these 2 questions that I've already told you, so it's like a highlight of this slide today. Either just content or just purpose, but never both. Okay? Now, sometimes the lecture or the conversation has 2 main ideas. In this case, the just content or just purpose questions will ask you to choose 2 answers. So, as I said, be very well aware of your instructions. How many answers do you have to choose? 1 answer or 2 correct answers? And then accordingly go with your answers. Okay? Now, to answer these questions correctly, you have to understand the whole conversation or lecture, right? So if you have not understood, then definitely you'll have some of the difficulty in understanding and picking out the right answers. Now I have shown you few of the sample questions here. Let's go through them one by one. So first question says, why does the student go to see the coach? So why? You have to give the reason or you have to find the reason behind that. Second question is, what are the students mainly discussing, right? So what is the topic, what is the subject of discussion, that you have to find out, right? So as you listen to the audio in the TOEFL exam, definitely in the listening module, you'll have to gradually find out the answer, and please apply the elimination method here. So I've already talked about the elimination process and method in my previous videos as well. So in case you have missed out on those, then definitely you should look out for that, because we had discussed in detail a lot of things about elimination process. And then we discussed the listening module as a whole, where I talked about the pattern, the syllabus, the number of questions, the tips in general for listening, as well as I did for the reading as well. So reading module in TOEFL we have already finished in the first 1.5 weeks of August. Right now we are going on with the listening module, and definitely gradually in the third and fourth week of August we'll be focusing on writing, and last but not the least, speaking module. Okay. So somebody has asked the question as well on the comment section already. So yes, this is the answer for this question. So spread the knowledge asked the question, when will you teach about writing templates, ma'am, which were updated as academic ones? Yes, I got you. So I assume and I'm sure that you're talking about the new task which has been introduced in the writing section. Definitely, I'll be teaching you that as well. Writing for an academic discussion. This is the whole task which has been introduced in place of the independent task. right? So the integrated task still remains the same, and the replacement has been done for independent task. Okay, so that I'll be covering up after completing the listening module. And as I assume, I think today or tomorrow is the last day of listening modules. Please follow the calendar, guys. And for the calendar, definitely you'll have to register with us. Okay, and for registering, you'll have to click on the blue link, which is given just below the slide video, and you'll have all the answers to your questions. So some of the questions are really based on how to register or how to subscribe. Subscribing, you know, it's very easy. Just go to our YouTube channel, Shiksha Study Abroad, and you will be able to see the subscribe button. Just click on it so that you keep on getting the notifications whenever we are adding, you know, new videos on our channel. And as you know, guys, these videos, all of our videos on our channel are free of cost, so you do not have to actually pay for anything. And I would advise, as I usually do, to every student of mine, that please, make use of these classes, because these are free. You do not have to pay anything. So yes, I would suggest that. Sorry. So, guys, if you have any other topic to be discussed in TOEFL, you would like to come up with more feedback sessions. That means if you want to, get more from us as in terms of free content, then definitely let us know. Let us know on the comment section. Even if you're not watching us live, you're watching this video after the live session, which will be recorded and copy pasted on the YouTube. You'll be able to rewatch this video again from there. So whatever videos we are making live, those videos are being put on the YouTube channel as well. Okay, and these videos you can rewatch as many number of times as you want, free of cost, no charges. Okay, and definitely, as I promised, now I'll be showing you two referral codes which I talked about earlier in the class. So this is the first code which is being applied by the GRE students. Okay, so GRE students are going to apply this code, and I'm also going to copy paste it on the comment section so that it's easy for all of you to just copy paste it from there. So these referral codes are basically, the codes which you can apply while registering for the TOEFL course or for the GRE course. So I have just copied down the same code which I'm talking about. This is for GRE, and we are also giving the same code, same referral code has been applied by TOEFL plus GRE students. So this is a huge discount which you will get for your prep material if you want to register for the course. Then as you can see, ETS TOEFL IBT plus ETS GRE. So it's a combo course combo offer which we are giving to you. So you must avail these discounts definitely if you're serious for your TOEFL exam. And okay, so I can see a lot of questions now coming up for TOEFL. So I would like to read from the beginning. So Daniel said details for the class. As I said, register with us. You will be introduced to our TOEFL calendar. So in the TOEFL calendar, all the links are present, what day or date we did which module. So according to that module, you can join the class in the future as well, and you can rewatch the videos which are from the past. Okay. Somebody is saying hi, hello, good evening, all of you. I know today's class was quite quick, but I'm sure it was quite clear because it was short also in terms of content. And obviously, you have the opportunity to come back, you have the chance to come back and rewatch the video on our YouTube channel. So, definitely, please do that. So, okay, so writing I have talked about. And GMAT, Ram Khatri, GMAT, I'm not sure about whether we are providing any referral codes for that. But if you want to know more about the exam and you want some free counseling which will be helpful to you, then again the answer to this question is that you should register with us with the help of link, which I'm sure you must have done because you are a regular attendee, Ram Khatri, right? I know you. So hi, first of all, good evening, all of you, in fact. And Ram, please register with us. You will also get in touch with our expert counseling team, who will be willing to, help you in your GMAT exam if you want to know more about it. So spread the knowledge is saying thank you. Well, welcome. That is what we are here for. So, Spread the Knowledge is asking one more question. Which website or book follows the reading section? Okay, so if you don't hesitate, please suggest. Why would I hesitate? I've already shared the books and references, guys. So, Spread the Knowledge, I think you are a new person here, I'm assuming, because I did not see your name in any of my videos. So, welcome, first of all. And definitely, I'm sure these videos must have been helpful for you, especially the today's one, because you're new to this. So as I said before also, if you want to get in touch with our more videos, so please register with us with the blue link which is given just below this video. And also one more thing, for reading, listening, writing and speaking, for all the four modules I have you know picked up I had picked up I think 7 to 8 total top books for TOEFL practice, and I had copy pasted them in one of my slides in the reading module first class, that is 1st August video. So when you will go to that register link, that will take you to our calendar where you will find the link for joining the video. You need to click here, and of course you'll find the calendar. So just click on the registration link below in the description and you will get in touch with the TOEFL calendar, and then accordingly you can join the classes. So the books and references which I'm talking about, those have been listed out in the first module of in the first class of every module. That means when I started with the reading module, in the overview class reading, I listed down the books. Then when we started with the listening module just few days ago, then also in the first class of listening module, I had showed you the books and references. So obviously you can go and rewatch those videos again in full. It will be very beneficial for all of you because you will be able to get knowledge about the reading module in detail, then listening, and accordingly we'll move on with writing and speaking as well. So spread the knowledge. I hope that answers your question, how you can get in touch with the books and references. Obviously, I cannot type the name of the book here one by one. I have already done that in one of my slides. Please go to our previous videos, as I said, in the reading and listening first class. Okay, so you'll be able to find that. Ram Khatri says, thank you for your support and help about the knowledge and information. Well, great. I'm so glad to see such kind and lovely, beautiful, comments and responses on the comment section, guys. So thank you so much. And I'm just going to reduce brightness a little bit because it's hurting my eyes. And definitely, I would not like to be here for a very long time, especially if you do not have any question. If you have the questions, I'm giving you around 2 to 3 minutes. You may, pop it down on the comment section and I'll answer them one by one. But if you do not have, then definitely let's wind up the class. And of course, if you come up with any question later on as well, then you can comment it down on the comment section. I would love to, give you the responses, whatever difficulties you're facing regarding the TOEFL exam. And of course, people who are watching this video after the live session, hi and welcome all of you once again. And please comment down your feedback for the video as well as whatever else you want to see in the video. We would like to know your feedback so that we can improvise on that and implement those if required. And of course, today there was no engaging, activity. I'm really sorry about that because of the eye flu which I have caught, which I had caught yesterday. So I'm just in a hurry a little bit. But of course, I would love to see the places, the names of the places later on when I end the video. Please comment down your places and your locations from where you are. Okay, and definitely, I would be very happy to see all the locations which you will be commenting. So Ram Khatri says it makes our days more meaningful and knowledgeable. Wow. Thank you, Ram Khatri. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am very glad that I'm able to do that in all of your lives. So definitely I would like to bring on some more free such content, and I would like to revive and get back to my energy very soon. Just give me 1 or 2 more days. Although we'll be having the classes on a daily basis on weekdays, but I'll just take some time to recover, maybe a day or two. Okay, and then from next weekend we'll be on track. So Ram Khatri says, take care of your health. and the earth. Of course, thank you, and same to you. Okay, guys, so if you do not have any other question, okay, Emperor TV Africa, he says IELTS. Yes, so we have done the videos, free content of IELTS exam as well, and those were in the month of June and July. So in case you want to watch the videos from the for the IELTS exam from our YouTube channel, we had discussed lots and lots of details about the IELTS exam. So if you are going to watch our videos on YouTube channel Shiksha Study Abroad about the IELTS from the month of June and July, then nobody can stop you from from getting a good band in the IELTS. So as this is a TOEFL class, I do not want to mix the IELTS here because many of people are just looking for TOEFL and they would get confused. So let's stick to IELTS here, to TOEFL here. And for IELTS, you can go back to our registration link below mentioned, and you can go to our IELTS calendar, and there you will be able to find all the videos for the IELTS, free content. Okay, so just make use of that. All right, guys, so with this, I'm going to take your leave. Thank you so much for your lovely responses, and I'm definitely very happy to see that. And of course, let me just, come back tomorrow with a new, fresh session. So till then, take care, and I'll see you soon with this on the same time, okay, at the same timing, 5 to 6 p.m. So thank you, guys. Bye bye.